Everything that I say is completely satire. The clown, however, yeah, I'm not gonna speak on his shitty actions in my chat. Just know I don't post stuff like this ever, and I thought this salty ass clown was funny. He thought he could rage bait the rage baiter. He mustn't be in the know, bro. Anyway, then we start this match off. Okay, we start this match off pretty good. I'm like, I scare the crap out of this Alan when I get on the gen. Now, he's already chasing the Nia. He gets in chase with Nia. Like, that's fine. But I know that when he loaded up into this game, he really thought he ate, okay? So we're just gonna go over like the screenshots that I'm gonna put in this video. And then I'm gonna go over his friends' comments as well, because he said he didn't have friends, right? So pretty much like I don't know, this shit kind of funny to me. I'm like greeting people in chat, doing the normal streamer things. And after this game, he stayed for 4 matches, by the way, to have an argument with me. He said, GG's, I was a clown, you guys were good. And then I asked him a question, okay? I asked him, why did you hit me on hook 17 times with your bottles? Okay? And 4 times with your knife. And you'll see that in this video where he does that. He really thought he ate that up, okay? He really thought that he ate that up. He goes, huh? I thought that's how you activate batteries included. Anyways, it was a close match. Let me show you guys what batteries included actually has on it real quick. I think that's very important to this, because what the fuck do you mean that's how batteries included is made, okay? I'm going to read this off. Whenever you are within 12 meters of a completed generator, you are granted plus 5% haste status effect. This effect lingers for 1 to 3 to 5 seconds, depending on if you have a yellow, green, or purple perk, right? After leaving the generator's range. Okay, cool. Also, they did change this. There is like, I think it's blue now instead of yellow. I can't remember. Like to be honest, like I have a bunch of purple perks I don't understand, okay? Yeah, hitting somebody on the gen does not operate that, but whatever, pal. Okay, whatever, pal. He's like, how did I tunnel your teammate? Because I did call him out on tunneling the Nia in the beginning of the game. Now, if you watch, I can watch the HUD and tell you she got fucking tunneled out immediately. That's not my fault. And then he told me that he had no idea what I was talking about. Crazy work. Then he decided to have this conversation with me. I only went after the one guy because it's a strategy from YouTube when you're losing. Hey, so, like, he also said he was being gen rushed, right? Like, we're at 5 gens. We get 1 gen done and we're gen rushing, okay? That's so fucking funny. I don't know. He didn't realize that, like, the more things that I kept saying to him, the more that, like, I was rage baiting him. I think he came in my chat to rage bait me. I don't know. He really tried it, though. It just, like, didn't work out in his favor. You know what I mean? You can't rage bait the rage baiter, okay? And I know that right now he's nutting on his screen, okay? He's absolutely gooning. He knows exactly what he's doing. Right? He also said I had a slug because you guys kept pressuring that 1 gen and I put my perk on it, and also it's faster. I don't know what perks he was running. I did leave at the end of the game because I was like, GG's go next. I always do that. I did report him at the end. I didn't even put a GG's. Like, he shouldn't have came in my chat. Like, let's be real. Like, the way you played, bro, I don't know. Like, I couldn't believe it. Now he's hitting me on hook right here. He hits me again. And then he just stares at me. Right? I'm waiting for another hit. And I'm just like, I think this is funny, okay? I think this is funny, some funny shit, okay? My facial expressions are pretty, like, stone cold. But, like, I know this shit's funny as fuck. So, you can't tell me anything, okay? Hit me as many times as you want to, brother. But he thinks it's killing me faster, by the way. Also, I start lagging immediately and then ping spiking. But he called me a hacker. Okay, King. Whatever you want to say. Whatever you want to say, brother. Well, I don't have wall hacks. I don't know who's working on a gen and who's not. And every time I went there, I saw someone running. So I thought that's what that meant. I don't even know what he's saying. Dude does not know how to, like, type. Okay, he did not go to school. Like, he did not get an education, okay? He did not get an education. You can tell by the way he's typing, okay? He's being a little salty little ass, okay? And as a new killer, I don't like when people bully me on the map. Apparently I bullied him because I blind him so many times. Every fucking streamer that you click on now be chain blinding killers like it's nobody's business, but you think it's bullying when I do it, when I'm trying to get distance. Because I do get distance from him eventually. So, I don't know. Because I realized he tunneled Nia out. Like, this game is in-game. Like, this is done. Like, this game was done when she got tunneled out. I know that. I also know my chases aren't all that great with Clown. Personally, that's just how it is. I don't know what to tell him. Bro, you have a bully build. I'll admit I only did toxic once, but your whole squad was bullying me. Let's replay the clips. Toxic once? Bro, copy pasted you dry humping me on the floor, slugging me to the floor. You're hitting me on hook, 16 bottles into my face. Okay? And also bottles when I'm on the floor, okay? You're not even hooking me. You're camping my hook so I get the camp timer so you could slug me out. That right there is not toxic once. That's toxic multiple times. Okay, buddy? Buddy old pal, I think you need to realize what you're doing here. And as a new killer, I don't like when people bully me on this map. Okay, cool. Thank you for repeating that to me multiple fucking times, okay? And I got a 40k score, so I think even the game agrees that I did good. If you're playing killer, the game can give you more blood points if you break pallets, break doors, break gens, stuff like that. It'll give you blood points for that. So like you're real. You're real for that, okay? Okay, you see how I get distance from him? Right. Flashbang him, blind him, multiple chain blinds. Maybe you should look up, buddy. Maybe you should look up. Maybe you should expect it. I don't know. Then he's like, I think you're salty that I win and you lose, LOL. And I had good chases with Ace. Where is the Ace? We have a Jeff and an Alan, okay? He says he's got 10 hours in the game. I don't believe it. I think he's on an alt account, TBH. I think he's on an alt account fucking trying to rage bait people. Because how do you have 10 hours and you have this killer skin? Please explain. And the reason why there isn't any fun chases is because I killed you in 6 seconds each. Why did this game go on longer than it should then? Right? Why did this game go longer than it should? Here's my explanation. It's because when I reload my bottle, my keyboard has stick drift, so I can't stand still. He is on keyboard mouse, chat. He is on keyboard mouse. He plays on PC. You know how I know that? Because if you pull this, he's a Steam player. Stick drift my ass. Stick drift my ass because you can't get stick drift on keyboard and mouse, okay? And I have that confirmed by multiple of my friends when I asked them, so they said no, because that's only just only like a controller issue. It's not my fault that he has stick drift. I don't know. I just told him, I was like, maybe, get a new keyboard. That's what I told him, and he said, and because I can't afford new equipment, you're bullying me for being poor. Bro, I'm not doing that. And he goes, are you sure I'm the one getting rage baited? Let's be so fucking real. You keep talking in my chat. You're rage baited as fuck. You're the one getting rage baited. And I'll keep it going too. I kept it going as long as I could. You know. He goes, because I know you're mad you lost. I'm happy. I win and 4K score. Okay, like, fix your grammar, buddy. You sound like a child. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I just know he's sitting in his roach-filled room, which we'll get to that in a second. I know he's sitting in his fucking roach-filled ass fucking room and getting so absolutely just, like, teed off because he thinks I'm being salty about losing. I couldn't give a rat's ass about losing. I got so much from this game, he doesn't even know. I got cool head-on stuns. I got to flashbang him out of the locker. You know what I mean? I have cool teammates that would pick me up off the floor. I am living my best fucking life, okay? I don't play Dead by Daylight to win. Unlike some people, okay? And he's like, see, and you kept flashlighting me like that. Why would I want to chase that? Let me demonstrate what he means by that. Okay, cool. We see the pinhead clip. We see this clip, right? A normal fucking thing. If you play killer, you see it a lot. I play killer. I play a lot of killer. I see it a lot, okay? I could tell that you hated me when you flashed me 4 times at one pallet. Like, that's toxic. Okay, let me show you what he's talking about. He's talking about this right here. This right here, Vania is hooked, and I'm just trying to get her off the unhook, but he's still there. So the best thing I can do is blind him a bunch of times so he just, like, is stuck in a perma blind, okay? Maybe that's a little fucked up, but I don't care. He also goes, no, I already told you I wasn't humping. That's inappropriate. I have keyboard drift because I'm gonna be honest, I have roaches in my keyboard and I try to clean them off. Now he brings up the roaches. I just know the roaches are eating up his keyboard right now. Okay, I just know they're eating up his keyboard. They're just munching, bro. Like, if this is what he's talking about, he must be out his goddamn mind. I'm gonna be so real. He said, you didn't make distance with flashlight. I attacked you when you tried to flash me and you got put to the ground. That's not something I coded. I didn't make DBD. If you don't like being on the floor, then probably bring anti be on the floor perk. Okay, well, buddy, I will run whatever perks I fucking feel like. However, you're the one slugging me on the floor. You're the one doing this. Okay, when I came to this match, I got super excited. Okay, he also said, and also, how come when I come in your chat, my first messages are positive and you're mad? I wasn't mad. I asked him a simple question. I said, hey, and just like this, let me give you the tone. Just like this, I said, hey, so why did you hit me with your bottle 16 times on hook? And why did you hit me 4 times on hook with your knife? Why did you hump me on the floor? That's all I asked. I didn't say, hey, you slugged me on the floor, okay? He says I'm an entitled survivor. It'll come up in a minute. But he says, hey, yo, so, like, I asked this question and you're deflecting. You're deflecting, right? You want to start deflecting immediately. You're humping me on the ground. You're literally swinging at the walls as we speak. Like, I'm looking at this video and I see this. He's swinging at the walls. He knows he thinks he ate that shit up, okay? He knows he thinks he ate that shit up, okay? I don't know what you're swinging at, buddy. I don't know what you're swinging at. He came into my chat. Yes, he was a little positive. However, when I asked him a simple question, he got really rude with me and defensive. He goes, not blaming a stick drift. I have a keyboard. I told you it's because the roaches or ants or bugs. I don't know what they are. I just know his room looks like this, guys. I just know, okay? And the only reason why I'm coming at him right now is because he called me fat. Him and his friend both called me fat. I'm gonna come for you, brother. I don't give a damn. Okay, I didn't go for your looks. What are you talking about? Now, here we go. His friend. Let's get in here real quick. His friend, in the middle of all this conversation, is messaging, hey, well, maybe if the gens had food last game, like they do this game, you'd do chase instead of baiting for a head-on flashbang and lasting in chase for 10 seconds. Okay, well, I wasn't baiting for a head-on stun. He was right behind me when I got into the locker, bro. And I thought he had barbecue. If you didn't know, barbecue is a perk where the killer, if he puts you on a hook, he gets the aura, bro. So that means that while he's getting the aura, you're getting seen, bro. So I'm gonna hide in the locker, bro. It's not my fault that your friend came out of fucking the woodworks and I smacked him with fucking doors, bro. He goes, you do gens? I was watching your last 4 matches. Now, by the way, this person was not in my last 4 matches. And I know this because I looked into, if you guys didn't know, you can go into your list and see who's inside your chat. I went to go check to see if any of my mods were available. This was at 3, this was at 3-4 o'clock in the morning, in the AM, right, in a CT range. So I was on pretty late. I just wanted to play some DBD, slugging and tunneling is a very viable option for winning the game. I never told him he couldn't do that. I just told him stop dry humping, stop hitting people on hook, bro. That's what he's getting called out for. But you want to get mad. Every single one of them got mad when I was sitting here talking to them. So honestly, at this point, I don't know about that. Don't get mad because he got value of tunneling and slugging. Bro, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not mad about that. I'm mad about him hitting me and humping me on the floor. That's fucked up, bro. That's because you're low MMR. My MMR gets pretty high, but we just had a rank fucking reset, and I haven't been on DBD, bro. That's how it is. I can tell you are in low MMR lobbies because you cannot last 10 seconds and pre-drop everything and have horrible pathing. Brother, I think you mistaken. Because you don't know who I am, bro. He is not in the know, chat. He just wanted to show positivity. He did not show positivity when he started deflecting the conversation that we were having. So, I'm going to go back over to this guy's messages. I didn't go for looks. What are you talking about? His friend eventually said, also, can you work on looking more like your VR chat character? Now, let's have this conversation. My VR chat character is not on my Twitch. It is on my Steam profile. He went on my Steam profile and showed his buddy. So, these two were planning this, and that is just how it is. Now, this is the shit that you have to see. Like, I see this constantly. People will come in, they'll call me fat, whatever. And, like, honestly, sometimes I don't ban them because sometimes they're funny about it. But this, they were just trying to rage bait me. That's just how it is. And this is the shit that the DBD community needs to say. He goes, I like Rebecca. I'm literally playing Kate. I have no friends. I'm a loner. That's why I play killer. Oh, right. So, yeah. Your friend just came into lobby, though. So, I don't know about that. You definitely have one friend. And I definitely know you don't have a girlfriend, buddy. Because that room and those roaches, bro. I don't know about that. Only one killer versus 4 survivor. I don't have 3 friends to play me on Dead by Daylight. You can't even speak correctly. Please stop. I know that's why when I saw TTV in your name, I get excited and I come into your stream to be positive and you start yelling at me. I was talking to him normally. I asked him a fucking question because I knew that this entitled little shit with the way that he fucking played was gonna be an asshole. I knew. My chat knew too. I had some people lurking, and then of course I have I had a mod who did come in and just left because this was ruining the vibe, bro. You're gonna get my account banned. Why I saw you report me? Why you report me? I'm gonna pull up the report real quick just in case you didn't pause and see what I reported him for. Here you go. This is the report. This is exactly what I tried to explain to him. Yeah, it had nothing to do about slugging and tunneling. It had everything to do about the humping on the ground and the hitting me a bunch of times. This is called BMing. If you don't know what BMing means, it's bad manners. He's complaining he's gonna get his account banned, and then I have no game, no friends, no computer, no life, no family, no game. Well, what the fuck are you on? Like, let's be so real. I did tell him that I didn't want to hear about his personal life in my chat. I don't. Let's be real. I just trying to play DBD, bro. And then he goes, I could look up when I'm breaking a pallet in the game is so survivor sided. This is clearly the survivor entitlement they talking about. I play both. I just happen to be playing survivor right now. But bro, me and you can go 1v1 for that pyramid head that I like to play. You want to talk about stick drift? Let me show you some stick drift, because I can 1v1 you, no problem with killer. No problem. Because I play more than you do. I don't know what to tell you. He goes, I have 10 hours in DBD. You can just stop. I know how to play. I'm not a noob. Okay, so you mean to tell me you played the tutorial, but you didn't know batteries included was a gen perk? Right. Right. You're literally... Well, for some reason, they opened the exit door at 3 gens remaining. Can you tell me what perk is that if you are the best killer survivor player? Never said that. Also, well, I get you don't like me playing clown. This is how I choose to have fun. It could be worse. I could be playing trapper, which is toxic to play. This guy? You want to play... You're playing this guy right here, and you're calling this toxic? Trapper is not the strongest killer in this game, but he is really fun to play if you know how to play him and you can set your traps up right. I don't think Trapper's toxic. Truly, I don't think it is. But if you want to call him toxic, buddy, go right ahead, okay? Because I don't need advice for someone who I kill in 3 minutes. Okay, I'm glad that you see that, our chases went from 10 seconds to 3 minutes, buddy. I hope you really enjoy that. Wow, bad play. He got mad at me because I vaulted over a pallet back into the killer. Because I clicked spacebar. It happens. We be like that, but he doesn't give a fuck. Why'd you not go to a loop and you just got hit instantly? Wow, good loop. Looks just like my match. Excuse me? Right. Right. Because, I could play a singularity match and then it's like a problem, but you keep talking in my chat, right? Like, that's just, you're still here, brother. I don't know. I think I raged him so hard, Chad. I think I did. No, you can't. He said, no, you can't. I was looping the singularity and he did not see that. And then he talks about prestige levels in my chat. Now, this is funny because he says that P3, like, you are obviously trolling. How are you going to tell me a P3 clown doesn't mean anything? It took me all my hours to do that. Yep, nice rage bait, lol. If you didn't know, prestige doesn't matter in this game. Prestige is more of a flex of how many blood points you have, right? It's actually would take him way longer in DBD to get a prestige 3 on Clown if he just played Clown. He also had to physically purchase this character, by the way. This is not like a free character because this is not a free character. You have to actually purchase. So he purchased this character and then he played this character, right? This is how I know that he was just being a troll and being like this, but they did end up being fat phobic and calling me ugly, so that is why this video is being made. Then he goes, you were a liar, so 100 hours would be 30 million. No. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. I already stated I didn't hit on hook. My mouse has drift as well, so the button keeps clicking when I don't want it to. That's why I hit the wall sometimes. Yeah, sure, buddy. Yeah, well, I only have one monitor. Keep flexing on me because I'm poor and you're rich. I told him that I can see on my second monitor the chat, so I'm reading chat while I'm playing. Now, when I'm playing DBD from a streamer's perspective, I'm not fucking paying attention to this game. Okay, I'm not paying attention to this game. Here's why. This game is not meant to be taken this seriously, bro. You don't have to take it this seriously. It's literally just play game. Also, the thing about the the doors opening at 3 gens, like, he had, like, 1 person left. If he closed hatch, yeah, the door's gonna open. So, technically, I mean, I don't even think he got a 4K, out that game because he was complaining about that. Then he's like, yeah, well, I only have one monitor. Keep flexing on me because I'm poor and you're rich, which is so crazy because I literally am not. If I had money, I would not be, let me tell you, I would not be playing Dead by Daylight at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd probably be at a club or something. I don't know. He goes, you can look at my screen while you have yours because you're probably hacking if you flashbang me. Just know if you have flashbang, you're a hacker. If you have flashbang, you're automatically a hacker, guys. Then here's the kicker, okay? Here's the kicker. The only thing that's high is your cortisol level. Now, if you guys don't know what cortisol is, here's the definition of cortisol. Here's the effects of somebody like this. Now, I've had 2 kids, and I am a little bit bigger, yes, but I do eat healthy and go to the gym. I've been doing that for a month now. I'm taking my weight pretty, like, my physical pretty seriously this year, and I've been pretty good about it. And then he goes, cortisol is not physical. What? Brother, you made a fat joke that just didn't hit the line, okay? And that's where I banned him. Now, his friend is just as bad as him. Like, I just want to point that out. And I really hope that one day, like, they realize that, like, they're not going to, get a rise out of somebody with all of this crap, okay? Like, you're... Absolutely not. They didn't get a rise out of me because the first thing I thought was, this rage bait pretty good, okay? I'm eating this up. I figured this was going to make for good content for me, honestly. I think that was the best bet was going to come out of this, and I don't think they realized. I don't think either one of them realized I was going to make a whole video just clowning the fuck out of them. You watch that gameplay, and anybody who's been playing DBD for long enough would have literally told you that gameplay was so ass, bro. They're going to tell you that. Like, I don't need to tell you that. I think you know how bad you played, okay? You hit me on hook so many times. Like, bruh, you're cooked, okay? You're cooked. I tried to explain to him how the game was. I was really nice with him, too. I was really cordial with him. I had somebody come into, like, after my singularity match, come in and was like, hey, like, I heard the conversation, you know, like, I hope you're doing okay. I know that they were saying some pretty mean things in your chat. Right. I'm the mean one, guys. I didn't know. I didn't know I was the mean one, okay? I didn't know. Absolutely. Anyway, for me, this whole thing is satire because, you know, I'm a funny girl and that's just how this is, right? Um, like, I couldn't care at all, but you've got me and my friends laughing in the group chat, buddy. Let's just be so real. You, your grammar needs to be worked on, buddy. And I think that you need to stop playing DVD. Get a job in real life like every normal person and, like, you know, not worry about this stuff. And if you're worried that your family and your friends are not talking to you or you don't have any, go make some, bro. I literally told him that in stream. I was like, the DVD community has a lot of nice people. You can literally go into Discord servers. DBD has a Discord server, I think there's like a non-official one too, but they have a Discord server. Go in there, go play with them. You need some people, go play with them. There's also tourneys. Like, go get in a fucking tourney. You think your clown's so good, buddy. I think that, like, you should get an attorney. Get an attorney. Anyway, that's all for today. I know I know this video is pretty fucking long, but I'm not gonna lie. This was funny as hell. Okay? This was funny as hell. And I enjoyed this a lot. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. And alright, I love you guys so much, and bye.